Hi everybody, welcome to Konasana, Yoga and Fitness. I'm Legouix. Today I'm looking at yoga for absolute beginners. If you are someone who literally cannot get down to the floor, that's totally fine. I will be doing a chair yoga as well. If you are someone who's able to get down to the floor or to the mat, then this is the session for you. This will be a 20 to 25 minute absolute beginners yoga session. If you have a cushion or a block or anything like that that you can grab, then do so now. Hopefully you've managed to find a mat or a comfortable area in your house. Wherever you're at, just place that cushion underneath your bottom. It just simply raises your hips slightly. So when you're sitting either cross-legged or with your legs out in front of you, it's just that little bit more comfortable for you. So with that in mind, I don't mind how you start. If sitting with your legs out in front of you is more comfortable than sitting cross-legged, then opt for that position now. And then wherever you're at, just closing the eyes. Start to breathe down into the belly, in through the nose and out through the nose. Resting the hands wherever is comfortable for you. Breathing in deeply. Feel the sensation of the air traveling in through the nostrils and really visualize its journey as it travels down, floods the body with fresh oxygen, fills up the belly as the belly gently rises, and then as the belly falls, the air gradually leaves the belly, travels back up and out of the nostrils again. Relax your jaw, relax your forehead, just breathe. All that matters right now is you, your breath, you sitting on your mat, taking time out from the outside world. This time of total chaos. We've got to really try and keep ourselves calm, rational, and really the best way of doing that is just to breathe deeply and keep moving. It's really easy to become very lethargic when we're stuck in. We don't feel like we can go anywhere, we can't do anything, we can't see friends and family. It's a really upsetting time for many of us. Some really troubled things or troubled times around us. And it's so hard when the future looks really quite bleak. So it's so important to keep control of your mental health, keep moving, keep positive, know that this also will pass. While it might not feel like it right now, good things can come of this time. I know that things with people's health is really upsetting. So try to just focus on what you need to get out of this period. As crazy as it sounds, what you don't want to do is look back on this spare time, this free time that you have, and think, God, I wish I'd done it then. For me, this has been a real good opportunity, a kick up the bum to get these online classes going, stuff that I never had time to do. It's given me more time to focus on my own practice and home meditation. Again, something I always said, oh, I'll do that tomorrow. It's given me time to be more creative or have time for my creativity. It's given me time to connect with people and friends in a virtual space, but at least it's given me time to be able to do that. So chances are by about now you're feeling like you need to move a little bit. So just start to circle your body. Imagine that you're revolving around the central pole. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what way you circle. It doesn't really even matter how large or... Anyway, whatever feels right for you, basically. And then take the circles the other way. Nice and slow. Come back to center, lift your shoulders up, back and down, and just place your fingertips onto the mat either side of you. And on your next exhale, allow your chin to come down to your chest. Breathe down into that belly. Inhale your head back to center, and now exhale your right ear down to your right shoulder. Feel that stretch down the left side of the neck. Relax your shoulders down, relax your jaw. Breathe. Inhale your head back to center, and exhale your left ear down to your left shoulder. Inhale your head back to center, and exhale your chin up towards the sky. Not asking for a full rotation or a full extension into the neck. Just lift the chin slightly and then inhale back to center. And this time, inhale, lift your arms above the head, maybe cross the thumbs. If you can't fully extend your arms, that's fine. Just have a nice healthy bend into the elbows. Now place your hands onto the back of the head. Hopefully that's not too much for you, and ease the elbows back slightly. Feeling that opening across the chest, opening into the shoulders. And now release your right hand down towards the floor. Lift your left arm up to the sky and reach over, taking a lean over to the right hand side. Reach your body up and over. Feel an extension out from the waist. Really imagining that you're lifting out of the waist as you reach over. Breathe down into the belly. Relax the face, relax the jaw. Keeping the eyes closed for all of this section is a really nice way of just keeping it all very internal. Tends to be a little bit more calming, less distractions as well. Inhale your body back to center, release the left hand down, and then lift the right arm up and over. Hopefully I've just said the left and right's right. I'm mirroring you. Just occurred to me that I may have actually said the wrong things just then, but anyway, take a lean in the stretch. Hopefully it's making sense. Open that top shoulder, reach over, lift up and out of the waist, and then come back to center. Now place your hands onto the floor in front of you and just walk the hands to wherever works for you, aiming to eventually just lower the body down over those legs. Chances are you're feeling quite a strong stretch into the glutes, particularly into the leg that's crossed on top. Those of you sitting with the legs out, just placing your hands onto your thighs. Relax the head and neck down. Nice deep breath. And then walk your hands over to the right hand side. Breathe. Feel the stretch. Now you should be feeling it into just above the hip area, the side of the spine. Quite a strong muscle this, and it's the one that tends to get quite angry. And then walk your hands all the way over to the left hand side. That was our fire alarm that just went off then. But it's doing it every day, which is why I'm not panicking. It's like it's performing its own tests. Alright, come back to center. Now, release the cushion out from underneath you. Make your way onto all fours in whatever way is most comfortable for you. So this cushion, we're going to go into child's pose, balasana. Something that might be quite nice is just placing it behind you onto the heels, so onto the back of your legs. You can double up, put a few cushions there as well if you really struggle with this position. Either way, you start on all fours, hands underneath your shoulders, fingers stretched nice and wide, and just lower your bottom back towards your heels, feeling, oh, it's nice. I might start using the cushion every day, and then gently allowing the body to come down to wherever is comfortable for you. So if you want to take it a bit further, then you would reach your arms forward. So then it's a real active stretch and you can really feel it underneath the armpits and into the shoulders. Breathe down into the belly. And just really imagine that lengthening over the spine. Really try and let go as well on your exhales. Allow gravity to just relax the head and neck down, relax the bottom down towards the heels. This is a really restorative pose. So while for some of you this can maybe feel quite tricky, in time, it's a nice pose that will just gradually ease off the hips. Sometimes, boys in particular actually, sometimes find it can be quite gnarly in the hip area. But if you imagine that when you are squeezing an area of your body, you're almost trapping the blood supply. When that area opens, a whole load of fresh blood comes in, and it's actually really healing, which is why often in yoga, when it becomes a little bit more advanced, we do things like the eagle pose, very tightly bound poses and awkward poses, and that is essentially to trap the blood, and then when you release out from that pose, you have all that fresh blood coming in, which is very healing and very good for the body. Okay, so walk your hands over to the right hand side, and again just try and relax the body down. You should feel a stretch really from the little finger on the left hand all the way down to the hips. Breathe. If you're finding that your upper body is really struggling with this, you can place another cushion underneath your chest. That can be quite nice too. Walk your hands over to the left hand side now and reach those right fingertips over. Relax your body down as much as possible, breathing into that area of tension. Relax your jaw. Good, and then walk your hands back to center, come back up onto all fours. And then maybe, oh, it's quite nice having it there, I can feel it heating my feet. So hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. I have my toes tucked under only because for some reason I clearly need more potassium in my life because I've got cramp in my toes, like permanently at the moment. Anyway, you can have them flat down if you find that more comfortable. Let's have a look at some cat-cow position. So take an inhale, release your bottom up to the sky, your belly down towards the floor. Nose comes up to the sky. On your exhale, release your head and neck down. Squeeze the tummy in tight and round your spine all the way up to your shoulders. Take an inhale, lower the belly, nose comes up towards the sky, open the chest, relax the jaw. And then exhale, squeeze the tummy in, push the floor away, push the shoulders away from the ears. And just flow through these inhales and exhales. Cramp in my foot again, what's wrong with me? Inhaling and exhaling, open the chest. Good, last one. We'll do a full inhale and exhale. And good. And this time, let's just come back onto our bottoms, either into Balasana, or you can kneel back, maybe place the cushion back. Oh, God, yeah, I'm totally adding this to my normal practice. And just loosen the wrists off, because chances are they're already, they'll have noticed it, I'm sure. If you're like me, doesn't matter how much yoga I do, I still have really, really weak wrists. In theory, they should have really built up by now, but I don't think they're ever going to. Years of child arthritis has screwed me, I think. Good. Okay, so now we're going to make our way onto our bottoms. So whichever route works for you. You can place the cushion behind your head if you want to. It's probably quite nice. So coming all the way down onto our backs. And don't worry, we won't be getting up from here. So Don't panic about many of my people in my back care and my gentle yoga class struggle with the constant upping and downing, and they struggle with standing positions, coming back to the mat, going back to standing. So if you're someone like that and that you find quite intimidating about a class, then don't worry, it's actually really normal. And many people suffer with vertigo, which again, I think people can feel quite isolated when they have that and not realize that actually there's a huge percentage of people who have vertigo. So knees bent up towards the sky, draw your knees and feet into parallel position. So just tuck your tailbone under. Imagine that you're trying to push your back into the floor slightly, and that just creates that gentle tilt. Pull your tummy in as much as is possible for you. Release your hands down to the ground. And then on your next exhale, lift the pelvis and squeeze the glutes. Lift the hips up towards the sky, coming into what we call a half bridge pose. Breathe. Keep lifting your bottom high. Keep breathing. For 3, 2, 1. Release the bottom down slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Keep the activation on, and then on your next exhale, lift your bottom back up again. Try and relax the feet. Notice that my whole foot is on the ground. So what we see a lot is this. We tend to lift our heels. Try not to do that. If anything, feel like you're pushing down into the heels as well as the toes. That will really help. Okay, that was the actual fire alarm. No fire. We've definitely got problems with that fire alarms. Oh God, that was so loud. All right. Anyway, where were we? Bridge. Okay. All right, let's do it one more time. You guys, luckily, won't have had a 5-minute break there. Lifting the glutes up to the sky. Squeeze the tummy tight. Good. And then release your bottom down. This time, draw the soles of the feet together and allow the knees to drop out to the side. And just breathe into this position. This is a nice hip opening. Stretches into the hips and the adductors and really opens all the way across the hips. Some of you might find it extends into the glutes as well. If you're particularly tight, then you'll feel it everywhere. And just relax. Notice if you're tensing the glutes in reaction to this pose. So just relax the glutes. Breathe. Allow gravity to do the work. Just gently easing the knees down towards the ground. Breathe. Notice the belly rising and falling. Relax the shoulders. 2 more nice deep breaths here. Good. Now what I want you to do is create a gap between the feet. So just draw the legs outwards 1 inch or 2, just so that the soles of the feet aren't touching. And now I want you to squeeze your glutes really, really hard. Squeeze them as hard as you possibly can do. Keep squeezing for 3, 2, 1, and release. Just flap the legs slightly. If you're anything like me, I get immediate cramp into my left hip. Good. And then squeeze the glutes again. Cramp. And release. 1 more time. Squeeze the glutes tighter. We're really activating the lower body here. Good mobilization move. And release. And 1 more time. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze a little bit harder. Keep squeezing for 3, 2, 1. Release. Flap the legs. Good. All right. Place the left foot down onto the ground. Back into your prep for bridge pose. Now the right knee is going to come into the chest. Just clasp your fingers underneath the knee, draw that knee in tight, feel that lower body pushing into the ground, relax your shoulders down, work the arm muscles and just gently circle that right foot one way and the other. Keep breathing down into the belly. Good, and then kick that heel up towards the sky. Chances are your leg might be quite tight in this position, that's fine. Trying to straighten it as much as possible, even if it's back here, that's fine. Might be right the way down there. So option either have that leg straight and activated, or bend the knee and draw the knee in a little closer to your body. Either way, aiming to get a nice stretch down that hamstring. Breathe. Good. All right, bend the knee. Place the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Ease that right knee up to the side. And now thread your hands through behind the left thigh. Draw that left knee in, coming into a nice glute stretch. You should feel the right hand glute just easing off. Keep breathing. This is like good pain for people who've got tight glutes. Breathe. Nice, and then release that left foot down, release the right foot down. Draw the left knee into the chest, clasp it underneath the knee, squeeze that knee in tight. Really activate the arms, pull the shoulders down, start to circle this ankle one way, then the other. Breathe, keep drawing it into the chest, get the biceps working. And then straighten this leg up towards the sky. Good, feel that stretch down the back of the hamstrings. My left leg feels quite tight today. And I can feel the knobbly bits down the back of my leg as well. Just like massage into them, iron them out. Tight, where the muscles are tight. Good, breathe. And now cross that leg over, placing it onto the right thigh and draw that right thigh in. Keep breathing, releasing into that left glute. Yeah, that feels tight today. That's what I did yesterday. Keep breathing. Any problems in the lower back quite often are stemmed from the glutes and the hips being very tight. So these muscles are good for releasing your lower back. All right, release that right knee back down and then draw the right knee into the chest as well as the left and just take a rock from side to side. Ease off this back. Good, and allow the knees to fall over to the right-hand side, unless you have a cupboard of games in the way. Release the left shoulder open. Breathe, feel that nice gentle twist into the spine. And eye focus can be down that left arm if that's comfortable for you. Aiming to keep that left shoulder onto the floor. Good, take an inhale, centralize yourself, knees back to the chest, maybe a gentle rock again, and then on your next exhale, allow the knees to fall over to the left-hand side, open that right body, looking down that right arm, breathe, being kind to your spine. Let it go. And then draw the knees back to center. Give yourself a final hug. And then just kick your soles of your feet up towards the sky. Take hold of the outside of your feet and open your knees out to the side and come into happy baby. Everybody's favorite. It's the most uncouth position ever made, but it's so nice, so I don't care how it looks. Draw the soles of the feet together, staying in your happy baby pose. Good. And then release your heels back down to the ground. And straighten your legs out, maybe opening them as wide as the mat or a little bit wider. Maybe give yourself a nice big stretch. And then release your hands down to the side, palms facing up towards the sky, into your final savasana, relaxation pose. Pillow can go wherever it's comfortable. So nice, obviously, underneath the head. It's also really nice if you put a pillow underneath your back and also underneath your knees is really comfortable, particularly if anyone has any lower back problems. And so for me, I broke my back a few years ago and it just has good days and bad days. But actually for me to be like this kind of puts too much pressure on it as well. So placing the pillow underneath your knees is a really nice compromise. Good. Wherever you're at, closing the eyes, nice deep breath down into the belly. Stay where you are. I'm going to sit up. Take a nice deep inhale into the nose and sigh it out. Let it go. Just changing the music. Breathe. Take another nice deep inhale. And exhale. Sigh it out. Let it go. Good. One more nice deep inhale. Let it go. Good. Breathe. Really focusing on the gentle rise and fall, inhaling and exhaling. Listen to the sound that your body is making, the sound of your breath. Draw your attention to the sounds inside the room. Trying not to be distracted by any other external sounds. So just label any sounds that you can hear inside the room. The radiators clicking, the clock ticking. And then gently draw your attention to outside of the room. Trying to listen for things that you may not have noticed before. Can you hear any birds tweeting? And then draw the attention back into the room again. And then back to yourself. Listening to that breath. Feel your body relaxing, sinking deeper into the mat. Feel the shoulders release completely. Mamba Lalita Devi Malakshmi Mangale Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Very gently start to bring some energy back into your hands and your feet, fingers and toes, and then draw your palms together in front of your chest into prayer pose, Anjali Mudra. And just thank yourself for taking the time out mentally and physically. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it. Do let me know. Please drop comments in the box below. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my online system. And please do come and join me for a live class whenever you can do. Any questions, queries, feel free to contact me. You can get me on Instagram at Konasana Yoga or at Legouix. Namaste.